Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, an NPP candidate, launching an attack on the Congress on a day he's swept through the South Turabai polls, sailing through in the polls, winning by a margin of over 8,000 votes. And Sangma did not waste any time in attacking the Congress, opposition Congress, which was particularly happy that former Congress legislator Martin Dango did not win the Ranikor seat. But NPP taking on the Congress, taking it on straight away, saying disgruntled MLAs from the opposition party can join the NPP.
Right, Nabarun, and this statement from the Meghalaya Chief Minister comes after he cruised through with an astounding victory in the South Turabai polls today, defeating his nearest candidate, Charlotte W. Momin of the Congress, by a huge margin of 8,421 votes. And Congress candidate polled a total of 5,235 votes.
That's, of course, a massive margin. In fact, last time when Agatha Sangma, Conrad's sister, contested from the same constituency, the victory margin was just 1,600. Well, now at this moment, we'll go into the full conversation on what Conrad Sangma had to say hours after his victory. Let's listen in.
I'm now joined by Mr. Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Mr. Conrad Sangma, first of all, a warm congratulations from all of us in Northeast Live for your massive victory today.
Thank you so much, Lesbi. Thank you so much.
Mr. Sangma, what does this mean, this emphatic victory? What does this mean for you personally? And what does this mean for the Sangma family as such? Because this is almost like carrying forward your father's very, very successful legacy.
Well, it is definitely, it's a very, a happy moment for me personally and my family, no doubt. As you've mentioned, this is a kind of, people have reposed their faith in us once again. So therefore, it is personally a very happy and, emotional also moment. But I think the more important point here is that, the people of the state are really looking forward to this government. And it is not a vote for Conrad Sangma, it is a vote for the Chief Minister. It's a vote for the government of the MDA government. And people are really wanting this government to move forward and, take the state to a new level, a new height. And so I think that is the more important part. But overall, yes, personally, I'm very happy, and I want to thank the people of South Tura for reposing their faith on us. And also, I would like to thank all our coalition partners who have really sacrificed and worked with us.
Absolutely. Mr. Conrad Sangma, we have been calling it a bitter-sweet moment for you, your emphatic victory in South Tura. At the same time, your party candidate surprisingly lost to one of your coalition partner candidates, that is the UDP. How does it feel?
Yes. Well, we had really thought that the NPP would win out there, and we really expected a victory. Yes, it was a surprise for us. But on the other hand, we are in one way happy that, that the UDP has won out there. It is still within the coalition, and you can say within the family. So I'm happy for the UDP. I congratulate Mr. Piyush Marvin and the UDP President, Mr. Don Roy, on this victory. And I'm sure that, more importantly, this will strengthen the coalition so that we can ensure that there's stability and good governance in the state.
Now, Mr. Sangma, you see the Congress and the NPP, your party, is poised on and at 20 seats each. Your level, at drawn level at 20 each. It would have been, of course, far easier for you had you managed to become the largest single party. But do you think that is going to be a little bit of a irritant for you?
No, I think, these kind of issues are there only when we are forming the government in the beginning. Because that is when the question comes in about what the governor at that time does. That phase has already passed. And now we are already running a coalition government with enough numbers. And we have got very, very committed coalition partners, whether it's the independents or the HSPDP, the BJP, the PDF, the UDP, the NCP. So we have got partners who are very committed to us, and therefore I think this would have been an issue right in the beginning, but now it's no longer an issue. And I think the important part is to see that now we are we have sufficient numbers to ensure that this government is stable.
My final question, Mr. Conrad Sangma, what will be your priorities, number one, and number two, should any member from the Congress party wish to join the NPP, what will be your response?
Well, priorities are many, but I think what is important for us in the government is to ensure that we improve the delivery mechanism in the state. And I think that is the crux of what we are trying to do. We're trying to ensure that there's more accountability, there's more monitoring going on. There is, proper systematic way in which every rupee that is spent is, in a productive manner. And that is what the challenge is. Because once that happens, then all the different schemes, whether the infrastructure area of roads, power and water, or socioeconomic sectors like agriculture and tourism, or social sectors like education and health and food and service supplies, all these areas, all the schemes and the departments will do better once we have the overall system that is delivering better. So I think that is going to be the crux of where we are trying to focus on things. On the other side, the point you mentioned is about if any Congress people would like to, if they come in. Obviously, we are very happy and we would like to welcome them. In this election, if you look at the performance of the Congress, especially in Ranikot, they hardly got 700 votes, which is really quite a poor performance. And I think, even the Congress leaders and the MLAs are not satisfied with the leadership, and the kind of problems that are coming in the Congress are quite a few. So therefore, and leadership in the state level, that is. So therefore, we are seeing a lot of problems there, and we will see how things happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Conrad Sangma, you were saying that you'll be happy to welcome Congress MLAs to come and join if they come forward. That means Dr. Mukul Sangma has reasons to worry about now.
Well, it's not that we will be doing anything to break them, but within the Congress itself, and it's a known fact that there is a lot of infighting going on. There's a lot of division there, and people are not happy with the state leadership out there. So, yes, if there are people, we are happy to welcome them to our coalition.
Absolutely. A very, very candid Ms. Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Thank you very much indeed for speaking to Northeast Live.
Thank you so much, Rasbir. Thank you.